Pranam. Who am I? Am I referring to this body when I say I, or referring to my mind when I say I, or this soul? Who am I? I think I have given the answer. This body which keeps on changing. You remember when you were 3 years old, the body you had? When you were 12 years old, the body you had? When you were 19 years old, the body you had? When you are 37 years old, the body you had? 60 years old, the body you had? Have you ever seen somebody who is of 79, the kind of body he or she has? And a person of 100 plus, the body he or she has. This keeps on changing. So who am I? The body? No. The mind. I'll repeat the same things if you wish. The mind, which you understood as mind when you were 3 years old. I hope you didn't understand anything of mind. And when you were 13 years old, the kind of mind you had. When you were 30 years old, 60, 90, the mind also keeps on changing. The body keeps on changing. But who am I? This I is actually the soul. Realizing or not to realize, that is the difference. That is the question, who am I? And the next step or the destination is, yes, I know who am I. So everything is about knowing thyself, knowing yourself. Knowing yourself is not what the society wants from you. Knowing yourself is not what your boss wants from you. Knowing yourself is not what your customers want from you. Knowing yourself is not what your viewers want from you. Knowing yourself is to know what gives me joy. What is the source of my joy? What I do, what I feel, what I think, and out of these three things, what I do, and that makes me happy, that makes me with joy. I have talked about pleasure and joy in a previous video, so I won't go into that. But it is, some people are joyful by seeing a beautiful mountain. Some people are joyful by creating something. Some people are joyful by getting that smile when somebody he or she doesn't know thanks him. Some people get joyful by saying happy birthday in LinkedIn, like I do. And the good things. It is not that some people get joyful by terrorizing people. Some people get joyful by saying, oh, you are infidel, or you are a kafir, or you are worthless, or you are black, or you are Arab, or you are, Eastern European, oh, you are, all those bad things. That is an external thing. That is part of the body. All the bad things, all the evil things, I know good and evil, it is, we say in India, jiski lathi uski bhains. The person who has the stick keeps the cow. So Who am I? Everything is about knowing your soul. Knowing the beauty of a soul. Knowing what goodness you do. Knowing, when people are doing something good for people and they feel that joy within, and that person craves for that joy again and again, that is your soul. Because human souls are different than all living beings. I know many people would say, oh Krishna, many people would say, oh, the animals don't have soul, or the birds don't have soul, and this thing and that thing. Well, those people who say that, they don't actually appreciate their own soul. Soul is a term. Soul is a misunderstanding for many people. But the soul is something which is to be felt. Some people like me, we can guide you. Some people like me who have realized their souls, who have not only realized their soul, they are doing post-realization things with their souls. It is not just realizing your soul. Oh yeah, I have realized I have a soul. This is my soul. But it is what you do out of it. That is the realization. So I can just guide you, because your realization and your post-realizations, activities, actions, your my karma is your own personal thing. I may be happy, my soul, with the level of my soul, because people have different levels of their souls. We will go into a soul video later on. But people have different levels of their souls. So some people are happy with a particular thing, and other people are happy with another thing. But as long as you are joyful, as long as you are making this life on earth with mind, with brain, with a body, making this life on earth worthy, useful, that is important. So if you want to know the next step of who am I, let's meet, let's talk, let's share with all those people who wants to know who am I. Pranam.